listen.
3,000.
Yo. I am Cesar.
I am Zen.
And we are
Listen
3000. What's going on, y'all? It is episode 40, the big 4-0. It's pretty fun. Look at us. Yeah, man. Look at us. We're striving and such. Yeah. I'm about to do a little dance. I don't got no dance in mind, though, so it's fine. But before we get into today, he's going to have a very fun episode with a great guest. Always, you need to know that this is a podcast brought to you by Agents of Fandom. So, shout out Agents of Fandom, an amazing space for content about anything entertainment-wise, exclusive stuff, just a bunch of stuff. We'll even plug some more about Agents later. Today, yeah. But before that, we want to get into our guests, right? But shout out to Maddie Moonshine. We are at The Spot, a lovely space to record your songs and other things at. So, come on by. And, ready? You want to introduce our guy?
Yes. So this guy we got here, man, friend of the show from the very beginning.
Yes.
Fam. Yes, he's one of the smartest people out here when it comes to all this pop culture stuff.
You never know.
His March Madness brackets is legendary. It causes issues in
the households, bro. It's like Uno. I don't even know.
But we got our guy Snowden of Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood. He is here today to talk crazy with us.
Yeah, said welcome. Hey guys, welcome to my podcast. It's so nice to have
you. Talk about it. Yeah, get comfortable. Yes.
For sure.
Facts. So great to have you again, bro. Always.
It's great to be back.
Sure,
yes,
man. I'm glad we have you back today.
We don't got to ask you no questions. We know you, sucker.
No, that's facts.
Let's do some One
Y'all
Piece.
know when snow. Y'all know when snow comes.
It's about to get busy.
It gets spicy. You know what I mean?
You know when snow comes, it rains. I don't know. I was trying to do something. It didn't work as well. Do you want to talk about One Piece?
Yeah, I do.
I tried, y'all.
In all honesty, I do. So, all right, y'all. Have y'all seen the new One Piece show?
You're talking like a community post.
Talking about the community
like a tweet.
Bro, nah, for real. So if everybody knows, the One Piece live action show has dropped on Netflix recently. We're not promoting Netflix at all, but we are promoting this show, which is great. All the actors did a
definitely not promoting.
Good job. But no, this is being touted as the one that broke the curse. The anime live action curse.
People are saying such.
You know what I mean? And I gotta say, I finished the whole series of the whole season.
I didn't even know that.
Yes,
you finished the whole thing.
I finished the season.
Oh, so we in a different world with you right now.
Yes. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I finished the whole season, man. And I gotta say, it was really good. Now, One Piece is a show that I stayed away from because of the episode count, like the anime itself,
right.
You know? Like, I'm aware of things about One Piece. I know about Luffy. I know about the One Piece. I know about the pirates and all that stuff, but that's kind of where my knowledge of it stops. Like, I know what they look like and things of that nature, but I didn't really know much about the story.
Got it, right.
So, that when I found out they were doing a live action thing, I was intrigued. So, I'm like, all right, everybody keeps talking about One Piece, the anime, the manga, and all that, and it's so far gone for me. I'm like, all right, I'm probably not going to watch the anime. So let me tap into this when it comes out.
Right.
So it got closer to it, and the reviews started dropping. And the reviews were all good.
They were going crazy, yeah. Like, I didn't really see anything, apologize. I didn't see anything negative at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't see anything bad. Yeah.
Nah, the reviews were all good. And that also intrigued me again. I'm like, yo, all right, I'm really going to tap in.
Right.
So I started the first episode. The cast is new. I don't think I know anybody in the show, like as far as the actors in the show, which I think was
dope.
Cool.
That's dope
because we got to learn about these people, see their portrayals, and kind of fall in love with the characters. And I have nothing but good things to say, man. Let me get my people. I got the cast up.
Say less. Yeah, give
gotta talk about
shout outs.
My guy Inaki Godoy, who plays Luffy. He's really good.
I got to cut you off real quick. Yeah. He's so good that for me personally, I didn't get to watch as much. I saw a little bit of the most of the first episode, but I really enjoyed it. I didn't get the time to keep going yet. But everything that I saw, even through like commercials or like clips online, I saw people comparing it to the actual anime, because I'm someone who doesn't know really. I'm a baby anime. I don't know anything. So for me, just seeing the comparisons, I was like, wow, he seems like he did a damn good job though, and people seem to love him. So I thought that was awesome. Yeah. He seemed like a young actor. You know what I mean? So that's dope. That's really dope.
One thing about him too, because Luffy, the character Luffy, if he's one of those classic anime protagonist characters who are like, it gives you the Goku spirit. Like they're naively optimistic, right? And he
it's almost like some Disney in him.
Yeah, but then it's like, I'll punch you in your face.
Right,
so like,
right. And that's the anime coming back out, right?
But like he gives me Goku vibes in the sense of like, it's this naively optimistic person that he's so optimistic that he gives joy to everybody else around him.
It's like blind. Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? And that's what, and his portrayal of that easily could come off cheesy or corny.
I don't even want to cut you to add to that.
Go ahead.
We talked about it outside of the pod. I'm sorry, Snow. We're going to definitely get you. We out here going because I didn't even see it. I'm interested that you saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's very campy. I was saying from me just looking at it. It's when people use the word camp, it's that. And what I was saying to you, I was like, it's interesting because what was I saying about please remember where you were too, because it might go off a little bit, but I'm trying to say to the same thing. I was saying to you that it's interesting the fan base that is the anime fan base, the type of people that are a part of that culture normally, the normal fan age group, demographic, all of that, right? Would normally not watch something that is an anime that's campy. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't make sense in that way. So it's interesting that to portray anime the correct way, it seems, since everyone likes this, is to go full camp. You know, to go in this place that's almost cheese. It's like it's almost a little.
It gives you a lot of that because that's in there.
Exactly.
But you kind of gotta.
It's a balance.
Suspend your disbelief a bit, and they balanced it well as far as like the cheesiness, and then giving you something to care about.
Yes,
because like
and that's
one
interesting
thing for
y'all.
They
got that all.
Not getting to the second episode. To me, the second episode is where I was sold on the show.
Got it. Okay.
Really though, because to me, first episode was introduction. I'm learning. All right, you're putting me in this world. I'm learning about this world. Okay, Luffy. Okay, he's happy and nice and all of that.
Yeah.
Second episode comes, you get a little bit more backstory on him and why he's the way he is, and it tugs on your heartstrings a little bit, and they do that with all the characters, all the people in his crew as they get recruited to his crew. They all kind of get their own episode in a sense.
Dope. I like when
it's like it's an overarching story, but like they'll do flashbacks and kind of show you why they're the way they are.
A bit HBO-ish, like Euphoria first season.
Yeah,
you know, I get that. That's dope.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool how they balanced out the wackiness of a cartoon because they're adapting a cartoon, but also giving you some real things in there as well. Right. You know what I mean? Because somebody was saying, I was watching a review of it and they were talking about how it's really good. It's like a really good family show. And I agree with that, yo. I do think it's something for everybody on the joint. You know what I mean? Which I think is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's really dope.
That's awesome. Wait, let's get
Snow. Yeah, how you feel? Because I know you said you saw part of the first. What was your thoughts on it?
I know the bare minimum about the anime One Piece. I've had friends that have told me that I would like it because I do enjoy, like, obviously I'm a Disney guy, so Pirates of the Caribbean kind of up my alley. And they're like, no, it's more in depth than that, blah blah blah. But like as you said, the count of episodes always deteriorates.
Bro, it's over 1,000 episodes right now.
You told me that, and I was like,
and they're not done.
That's great.
Not even close.
They're not done.
Like I think also like Zen said, I was like, well, if I'm not going to watch the actual like anime, this live action thing, I can at least kick into and try to see what it's about and all that stuff. I want to say I made it through the first episode. The second episode, Cesar, close your ears. The second episode, is that where he eats the little fruit thing, or is that the first episode?
I think that might be the second episode when they show that in the flashback.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So I made it a little bit into the second episode.
It's a lot more in the second episode with the flashback of him and Shanks and stuff like that.
You're good.
I was talking to the crowd.
So yeah, I made it a little bit into the second episode, and like you were saying, or like Cesar was saying, the amount of camp, but then as Zen was saying, the amount of heart that is also put into this production is great, and it's also nice to see anime fans get a win. Yeah. Because I remember like the previous anime to live action Netflix thing that was done was Cowboy Bebop, if I'm correct, right? And that garnered so much attention, and people were so excited for it because it was a long-standing like classic anime, and like the cast looked on point. It seemed like it was being taken care of and all that stuff. And apparently, it came out and it hit with a thud. You feel me? But like this one, I'm very, very excited, and it's nice to see this fan base adore what they're getting, because it could have been a situation where they're like, no, it's not what I grew up with. Right. It's not what I like, blah, 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 blah. Right. I don't like it. So, like, for example, I don't think she's too far into it, but, like, my girlfriend knows a bit about One Piece as well. And, like, in the beginning on the first episode, she was like, oh, that's weird when I don't know the guy's name, but the guy whose treasure is out at sea.
Okay.
She was like, he didn't say the classic line. He didn't say like the One Piece is real or something like that. But then as the show kept going on, she was like, oh, okay. So it's cool that they were able to do different things, but also tap into what is already established as canon for the show and the anime and all that stuff. I think the main guy, I think they found him at a perfect time to be this character.
Right? Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know much about him, but as you were saying, like the naivety and the optimism that he has when he was talking to old boy with the Harry Potter glasses and got him out of that situation, I was like, no, I like this character.
Right.
He's chill. And then he punched the I don't want to curse. He punched the old girl.
Go ahead, say what you need to say.
Mr. Fandy punched the shit out of that woman.
No, for real though.
Whoa. And I think so. You know how you were like the second episode is what got you sold. It was that moment. I was like, oh, he did.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, do it. These hands is rated E, baby.
Yo, staying on that real quick. I gotta talk about how good that looks, though. How good the stretching power looks really good, and they do more as you continue to watch the show with it. It looks good. It looks really good.
That's great.
You know what I mean?
I will say, as much as I like the guy who's playing Luffy, though, at least from what I saw, the standout for me was the Zorro guy, the dude with the swords.
I love Zorro. He's dope.
Oh yeah, he's tough.
Yeah, that man was tough.
Yeah, I like.
He's so cool too. Like he's my favorite. He might be my favorite character.
Bro, am I the only one? Do y'all not get Sora and Riku from those two off of the balance, the dynamic? Because you talking about what you say the. What were you saying? The optimistic, but he will also punch you in the face.
Correct.
Like I was just like, oh, I get so sore from that. Just energy, you know what I mean? And type of character. Then you think of the other one. He's almost like the complete opposite and dark side of like, you know what I mean? It comes off that. Yeah. By the way, I've only seen the first episode, so do not butcher me in the comments. I'm just saying that vibe. The way we're talking about it, I get that, which is kind of cool. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, but I think Netflix. I think obviously they have a hit on their hands.
Yeah,
nah, for sure.
I saw something right before I jumped on with y'all that season 2 is already in the works. They're already talking about it.
It better be, man.
You know,
the way that
they gotta do the strike stuff, which we stand with.
I'm honestly intrigued about how they're gonna, because again, One Piece is a very, very long series. I'm curious how because I don't know the arcs and stuff like that with this show. So I'm curious how they're going to condense certain things, because this was only like 8 episodes, right? Maybe 8?
Right. You told me.
I think it's 8, right? I
could
check.
I think it's 8, but from what I was told,
it's 8
by a friend that's watched everything, she was like, yeah, they fit like 50 episodes into 8 episodes or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm just
the fact that they did that well is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. I thought that's cool though.
Yeah, that's dope. That's amazing. Wow.
Because I heard a lot of people that watched the show, they were saying how like, yo, they did some things that their own things, and then they made sure to highlight in very, very important things from the anime. That's why they were able to condense so much.
I feel like if they didn't do that, that would have made people not. You know what I mean? Like they did all the things exactly right, like enough that they. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Before we get off it, one more thing I do want to say, and this is like kind of giving y'all some stuff when y'all get back into it, when y'all get a chance to sit down and watch it again. It's really dope how they switch tones. Because there's episodes
during the show.
There's episodes that it's like totally different, like vibe wise, right? I was watching a reaction from the Real Rejects. Shout out to the Real Rejects, they're really great.
Yes, they are.
They noted one like it's like a 2-parter later in the show.
Okay,
and they were saying, it's Wednesday.
The show Wednesday.
The vibe, yeah, because it's like it went like one episode is like it turns into kind of horror a little bit, like the way it's very tense, very like. You know, horror.
Is it almost like how like Sandman had a different? Because then again, another Netflix show, like different vibe a couple times. Okay, that's dope. I would not expect that.
Dope how they did that, but still kept it
the same.
Can't be like you said, but then it's like it gives you tense moments and things like that.
All right, we got to get to the next joint. You talking a little crazy about this joint. This sound hot. Like I'm like, all right, yo, like
I had a really good time.
It's
like that.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
This live adaptation of an animated classic cartoon anime, does this get you excited for the other one that everybody's waiting for, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I was going to. Great, thank you that you brought that up. I want to ask you, it gets you excited?
Yeah,
gives you more faith.
It does, but I had faith with the Avatar thing
before this.
Well, let me take that back.
I'm about to say
because I heard different things, but I do have faith though, because We can't get no more worse than that movie. The Avatar movie.
Okay.
It can't get worse than that.
But
So
do you think it? Can I play devil's advocate to that real quick? Do you think
damn
that?
you, Shyamalan.
Do you think that? That's shout out to you though, Philly gang.
Damn.
But
why you do that?
I'm gonna say though, to play devil's advocate to that, do you think that even if it can't get worse, it can still, because of the time and how the One Piece is doing good, like that it could affect worse if it isn't good though, if it's like kind of bad?
Well, also Avatar is not anime.
You do tell
different
Right.
thing. If
you know, people still take it.
They do, but don't tell nobody that's
that
into
it's an
that.
anime,
That.
right?
Don't, it's
I
not
know.
this.
It'll offend.
But
people,
I mean, it's as good as an anime. You know what I mean?
Get it, yeah,
but
yeah.
like, you know, it gets, that's a whole different thing. But so I don't know how that's going to be taken. But I know people that are really into Avatar.
Right.
So I know if it's bad, we gonna know.
They gonna riot because I'm honestly like on the outskirts of that.
Did you watch the Avatar show?
Nah, bro. Remember I told you this outside the pod?
Oh wow.
There was a time thing in my life where
though, because I went back to it. I went back for it.
I haven't went back.
Go back and watch it.
Like I know Amber's upset.
Go back and watch it because, bro,
Yeah.
I when it was on,
Yeah.
I looked at it. I was like, oh, it feels a little kiddie. I
Kitty,
don't know if
right,
I want to watch that.
Right.
Watch it.
I feel like I missed my time with
Watch
it.
it.
Yeah, I gotta go
watch
back.
it. Watch it. Watch it.
How long is
Watch
it? How many seasons is it?
It's only 3 seasons.
Oh, what? How many eps? You know?
It's 3 seasons and it's so good.
It's good, bro.
You know how many eps per season?
Off the top of my head, I do not, but I can tell you there's
that's cool. 3
like
seasons,
filler
easy.
Episodes. There's
Okay.
certainly filler episodes, but like the episodes that matter, which is majority of them. Oh my god! Talk about
it's
like
that.
being able to balance the tone,
Yeah.
the animation, the character art.
Bro, Zuko.
Damn.
Come on,
Zuko's
Come
character
on.
progression from the beginning of that show to the end of that show. Oh man, Blood's
You mentioned
There's too much I gotta watch, y'all. It's too much.
You mentioned Riku earlier.
Right.
Zuko is like Riku, and then Aang is sort of like Sora in that sort of like naive
Okay.
like, optimism sort of situation where like he's thrusted into a situation where like everything's thrown on his shoulders and he has to figure out a way to do it. But like the Zuko arc with the Riku arc,
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like that.
those are like two
I'm
of
about
my
to check it out.
absolute favorite characters.
It's like
in,
that.
Is it still on
like,
Netflix or no?
I don't
think
know,
it
but I
is.
think it is though.
I think they own it. That's why they got the. I think that's
Yeah.
part of the.
It's either
Avatar
on
deal.
Netflix or either on Paramount because I know it's
got
Nickelodeon
Paramount
thing.
Plus.
So
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
right,
Nickelodeon
right,
show, so-
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Could
yeah,
be
yeah.
well framed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I got stuff to check out.
yeah, man.
Definitely.
All right.
It sucks. We got to move on, but I
I know,
Keep going. We
yeah,
can keep
yeah.
going, man.
All day.
If you haven't watched One Piece live action, check it out.
Right,
It's
for
good
sure.
stuff.
I'm definitely going to. I'll start this next one because we be sad we can't talk about this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So want to do this one?
yeah. I'm fine.
I say left.
Go.
I don't think you watch this. No, I just wouldn't assume you would if you do. So we'll
It's
see.
a different show that was on the list. We did an audible.
It's a different
We
one.
called
Still
Audible.
sports show, but honestly different. Not. I don't look at it the same when I think of sports show though. You know, like it's not right. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know how to call.
Go
what
ahead,
this
just
is.
get into it.
This joint is like Succession in sports. Anyway, winning time, y'all. And I'm saying this for a reason. It's not like we out here trying to promote y'all to see nothing, but at the same time, I would need another season. So
And just before you get into it,
Yeah.
I did want to. Another reason why I was like, "Yo, let's talk about it," because
Okay.
I think one of the writers or like
yeah,
somebody from the show was just
another
saying
tweet
how
today.
like
Another tweet about it.
y'all better watch it.
Y'all
'cause
better
ain't
watch it.
looking good.
It might get canceled, y'all. Straight
Yeah,
up.
so
He just saying that
we
without
had
saying
to get
it.
on our platform and do some hooping and hollering and let y'all know what the vibes is.
Please, yo. If
Yo,
you like, and it's enough,
It's
bro.
an HBO show.
Snow, I'm telling you, it's so amazing. You don't even like. You don't have to like anything besides just a quality show, and you'll enjoy it. But if you like
This
any
is
of the
the Lakers
specifics,
show, isn't it?
it is
It
the
is.
Lakers
It's the
show.
Lakers
Yes,
show.
yes.
Yeah.
It's.
It was popping up on my TV.
Okay.
I just haven't tuned into
I'm
it
telling
yet.
you,
It's
watch
HBO,
it.
right?
It's so good,
Yeah.
bro. You get so many
Okay.
things out of it. It's not like I don't look at it like a regular sports show. You barely show you the basketball. Like it's kind of like you said it perfectly the other day when we were talking about it off the pod. You were like, they give you so much of other things that when the basketball pops up in an ep, it's almost like a treat. It's like, oh, we get to watch them play,
And it's like highlights.
and it's like a second. It's not
like,
even that.
That
you know
basketball
what I
don't
mean?
even take up a big portion of the
Yeah,
show. Actually,
sometimes I
so.
ain't even gonna be mean about it. Sometimes Magic don't even be looking like he playing like Magic, but I don't care because everything else is so accurate. It feels that way. You know what I mean? But anyway, the direction
I've
of the
heard
show,
great
y'all.
things about it though.
Yeah, bro, it's amazing. The direction of the show, the way that it
looks-
does that. Like
All right, so
give that.
let me
give
get
that
it
up.
because this is one of my favorite things about the show.
Exactly,
Right?
that's why I wanna
So
give
the
that
show
to
was
you.
set in the '80s, right? So like they switched the visual aesthetic of the show up a lot when you're watching it. Yeah. So like sometimes it'll be HD, 4K, whatever. Right now, modern look. Then it'll switch to camcorder. Then it'll switch to like old TV. All within the same. Sometimes it's all within the same scene.
Kind of on some uncut gems, is not too fast, but like it's quick though.
Like there's one scene when Magic's at his house and he's sitting and he's soaking in the chair, just sitting sad, and it looks like it looked like somebody's watching him from a camcorder, like from the side of the room. Then it'll switch to like modern HD 4K. It'll get into the scene and then.
Yes, like, and even digging it. What were we going to say?
I was going to talk about the press conference from the last episode. The press conference, half of it was done in like the VHS camcorder looking effect, just to give you that feel that this is an old. You're looking at this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I got to add to this because it's perfect what I was saying. Yeah. I think the more that I watch the show, I could be overanalyzing. You tell me, the people that watch it, but I think it's on purpose. They switch it depending on what perspective they want us to take it in as. When they do the VHS, it's like we're watching it as a spectator. Yeah. Every time they switch it into the actual like modern HD, you know what I mean? Some of those times are when Magic is talking to the screen, like on that breaking the fourth wall thing. Right. So it's like we're literally in the room we're here with Magic, and then they have like, you're watching a doc on their like, you know what I mean? So it's very artistically like it's
like Oppenheimer was. How like when it was black and white, it was like Robert Downey Jr.
Maybe
story.
In a way, just portrayed differently.
In a way, yes. I think it does it a little bit more than Oppenheimer, but definitely in that way. Hell yeah,
because it's almost like 3 perspectives instead of 2. You know, I just can't figure out what the other one. You know, but that's just the visuals, y'all. Then you get John C. Reilly losing his mind as Jerry Buss, bro. And I don't know if y'all know about Jerry Buss or anything, but like his daughter Jeannie Buss runs the Lakers right now, and you showed me that, you sent me a clip of that interview where she was talking to somebody. I don't know what podcast it was. Shout out to them. And she was just saying like, even if it's as accurate or even if it's not as accurate as whatever as the show is, right, with the real history, she's like, I don't care because he's playing it so well. I just get to see my dad again. I was like, damn.
She even said like she was like, that's the stuff he wore. Like, I'm looking at the clothes.
They said he got it tailored by the same boy her dad got tailored for. I'm like, all right, y'all doing, all right, yo. Like, they're just trying to keep it as accurate as possible. And they still tell you, hey, all of this ain't, it ain't 100%. But
and when it is though, because like, bro, like it's the last episode, it was a big press conference.
You got it.
Before the press conference started, this actually happened.
It says it word for word. This actually happened on the episode where they show you Larry Bird dropping 40 points in jeans and flannel in a pickup game in college or whatever. It tells you this really happened. So they'll let you know when something is really going on, and each time that those scenes are happening, there's a reason they tell you that, because they're like, this is wild that this went down.
Okay,
oh man, again, I don't want to stay too long, because it's just a little review. And the season is not done yet, so I'm not going to tell you to go check it out, but I want a season 3.
Deal with each other, all right, Cesar? You'll watch Avatar, and I'll watch Winning Time.
Say less. I got you. Air 5. Bang. Boom. And that was great timing. Yes. I got you. I'm definitely going to get to it. That's a good deal. I'll do that.
All right.
I got to find it on Netflix, though. Or if not, because I lost my Fire Stick remote. We're going to get to that.
We're going to figure that out.
We're going to figure that out. Anyway, yes, visuals, the acting, Jesus, man, just the way that they're portraying the story, you can tell that Adam McKay is this. Like, watching Succession, being a fan of Succession personally, and watching this, I'm like, this is, It moves, the writing, the way that the story moves,
and the acting,
pace,
man. We got to move on, but like,
Adrian Brody, bro. Oh my God,
as Pat Riley,
he might be the best portrayal on the show.
Yeah, Jason Segel, even though you hate his character.
Come on. I ain't know Jason
Segel, yes.
Jason, I have to give you an apology. I've been putting dirt in your name, bro. When they was talking about you with the thing, I'm like, goodness, I don't care. Not that I'm just saying, like, no, I don't care about Jason Segel like that. He doesn't make me move. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro, I'm sorry. I wanted to punch him in the face this whole season. Like, and the progression from the last season, where you love him, you are rooting for him and Pat Riley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The difference, the way that they make you feel, it's almost, oh my God, please help me so we can get off this. Ted Lasso was the great character arc. We didn't like him.
Oh,
and we
Jamie?
liked him again. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, the other coach. I forgot his name. That's my guy.
My guy. Y'all know if y'all Ted Lasso game, and there's a specific character that they changed.
He turned evil.
It's the same. That's how good he was portraying that role. Because I was like, bro, I'm tired of you on the screen since the second episode. Please get away. Like I'm on the team. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and you was out here debating me. I'm like, no. The thing is, though, Zen, I don't think you're looking at it the right way. Like, bro,
I got one last thing. Then we move.
See, it's too good. It's a great show, bro.
Norman, is it Norman?
Yes, Norman Lewis.
Is it Lear or no? Anyway,
no, we're getting the name
he's
wrong.
playing his dad.
Yes,
and I watched the first episode with my dad, and we're sitting there. He's like, yo,
he called it out.
He looked just like him.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow.
Norman Nixon.
Thank
you.
Yes, his
Norman
son
Lewis
is playing
is
him
a singer.
on the.
Yes. Wow, and he kills. Oh my God, another character that you a little tired. He's simmered down this season.
He did.
Last season, bro, I was ready. Get him out of here. Chip him off to the Nuggets. I don't need him on our team. And it's funny because it's like you watching history, so the story is already. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's a couple moments. It's a couple moments I had to go look and be like, yo,
is this real,
bro? When
we didn't want to get into the crack. Do you want to get into the crack?
My guy Wood Harris was smoking crack. I had to
Who
look
was he
it
again?
up. I forgot who his
this
character
is real,
was.
Apparently, it's a real character.
But it actually happened. And I'm like, hold up, bro. No, he didn't do that. Looked it up. Yes, he did.
I need to know if that man that got traded, because I ain't gonna say more. I
he
don't want
pulled
to
up.
ruin it.
He was about to pull up on the Lakers with the blicky.
Bro, is that the man I'm talking about? Bro, I want to know if he cursed him out exactly the way he cursed him out then, because that was the greatest curse out I've ever seen. He said, "You motherfucker, place. I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down." Bro, y'all gotta. See, we can talk about it all day.
I know.
We can talk about it all day.
It's honestly, the pod,
it is, bro. It should be okay. We're done. But please, y'all, I don't even. Yes, I'm gonna say it. Watch Winning Time.
If this intrigued you, maybe
please watch Winning Time. If you like sports, cool. If you don't, but if you like good acting, you like a quality TV show, watch Winning Time, because I want to get them. There's a rumor that they might keep it going down to like the Lakers,
Shaq and
Kobe, and keep. I'm like, bro, please make this like a generation legacy show. That would be the coolest show ever. So anyway, I'll shut up.
All right,
you take it away.
All right. So is it Ahsoka next? Yeah,
it can be.
It is. Is it?
It can be. Because we're on shows that are out. It's cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Snow, you seen Ahsoka, right? Okay. All right. Because we're gonna get into this. We got to get into that. Ahsoka episode 4. Man, oh man, Dave Filoni is cooking. He is cooking.
He need the Quavo's Ratatouille chain.
Dave Filoni is cooking, man.
No, for real.
All right, bro. All right, so. The fights, bro. I was on. For a
second, you were like, "Where do I start?"
I had to really think about where I was going, because even coming off episode 3 was crazy. She jumped out the plane, fighting on top of the drone in space.
What did I tell you? I told you I want to figure out just how she. I know she a master. How she figure out how to put them Jones on her hair? Is that hair or ears? I still haven't figured that out because I didn't watch
some type of like connection to her body. I don't know.
So we don't really know what it is. Okay,
they all have that.
They're who's? Is that what we said? They are? What are they? Oh, I thought you had an answer for us. Do you know what they are?
I don't know, but
okay, but yeah, I just wanted to figure out how she got to put it on the spacesuit.
Yeah. So she probably got some type of method. She used the Force.
She did with her mind, right? Yeah, for sure.
But yo, so episode 4 though. But episode 4, man, it starts out. They crash landed on this planet. They trying to stop Morgan Elsbeth, the Night Sister, from getting thrown, and it's just. It was action packed the whole way through.
The whole time.
I was on a watch party with Dennis and Jam from the Alternate Timeline. Shout out to Dennis and Jam. It was really fun. If y'all I'll probably be on the next one too. Make sure you check that out. And man, I predicted him. I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be action packed. Just the way the last episode left off.
There we go.
Yeah.
The way it left off, I was like, oh. This next one's gonna be a lot, isn't it? You know, yeah. You can feel it.
Yeah, and it didn't disappoint, man. We got fights with Ahsoka and Merrick. We got fights with Sabine and Shin again. I'm surprised she wanted to smoke again, but she pulled up.
Yeah, she different. That's why. Wait, who are you saying you surprised?
I'm surprised Sabine pulled up.
Well, I'm also say Sabine different. I like her. You know,
Sabine's good. She's
her
good.
ego,
She's good.
her ego heavy. So she like, you ain't going. Yeah, what's up?
It's that Mandalorian.
What's up? There we go. It's that Mandalorian. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's that Pedro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And we got a lot, man. I don't know what else to say.
Bro,
we covered a lot.
With the fights alone, somebody said, I don't know, it was one of the people that are in this world, in this culture online. They were saying how we are getting more fights in the Ahsoka show alone, the Jedi fights, specific or lightsaber fights, right? More than we've had, they said, since like
prequels or something.
Almost, yeah. They were like, I could be butchering it, but they were saying like since Disney got, it was something crazy because I don't think they were including the movies, but they were saying the show wise, like this is the most we've ever seen. So I'm like, wow, that's true. I never thought about how much we get every episode. It's like at least 2 or 3 every time. So that is pretty. It's weird for me because I'm like almost feeling used to it now. I'm like, oh right, we are getting that much of this. We haven't seen that in a while, but it puts you right back in it. I think that's why it doesn't feel weird. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Or different.
Yo, question for you, Snow. Because I don't think we haven't got an actual chance to actually talk to you about Ahsoka at all. My quick question for you though, before we get your thoughts on this, John. Did you watch Rebels and Clone Wars?
Great question.
Not a single episode.
So you like me? Yeah. Did you do a recap before this though?
Not.
Okay. Very different perspective.
I have no connection to any one of these characters on my screen.
I got it here.
So now I need to know how you feel.
Because we are literally in 3 fully different perspectives. Because I'm you, but I watched a full recap that was like 30 minutes long of everything, including Rebels. And so I had a little bit, but he actually watched some. So it's like,
I watched
all have
Rebels and Clone Wars
perspectives. So please spit. We got to hear how you feel.
I am surrounded by Star Wars fans.
Got it.
Each on different levels and stuff like that. But the ones that are like the most hardcore that have watched every movie, including the animated Clone Wars movie, Rebels, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, like Visions, the like anime.
Visions, Tales of the Jedi and all that too. Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi. They have all clamored and told me that I should watch Rebels and Clone Wars because of this show. And I was like, it was kind of the same thought process with like One Piece, where I was like, "There's just so much that
it's too much."
Catch up on to watch this one thing. I can tell you the bare minimum about Ahsoka. Apparently, she is Anakin's Padawan. I know that. I know that she exists in the Clone Wars, and people did not like her at first. And then as time went on, she got better. I've also been told that this is Dave Filoni's like Luke Skywalker. Yeah. This is his creation from the ground up and all that stuff. So when the show got announced, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's fine. And then Rosario Dawson was confirmed to be playing her. I was like, okay, this is one of those situations where like the internet has been asking for this person to play this character. And I hope it's not a situation where y'all finally get it. And then, in your opinion, backfires like the whole Reed Richards, John Krasinski thing. Yes. And apparently it has not. A lot of people are saying that she's fantastic in the role. I agree. I don't think Rosario Dawson is bad in anything.
Talk about it. Underrated actress, just putting that out there.
Underrated as hell. But like the show, I don't know what's happening in it, but I like it. If that makes sense.
Such a dope perspective, Like we're in such different places. Okay, wow. I have
no connection to anybody. So like when people get stabbed, I'm like, oh shit, you might actually die.
Right. I don't know, bro. Ain't that crazy?
When people start fighting.
Did you hear what he just said? Bro, no, that because this is so interesting. I didn't mean to cut you off. This is just so cool because you're literally like, I don't know you people. So when you check, they might be going. It's really affecting you. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, okay, Sabine, that ain't, I'm gonna see you next weekend, shawty. But that was still fire though. You know what I mean? Like I'm expecting certain things. So wow.
And then on top of everything else, like you guys have mentioned, like the lightsaber fights, they're so well choreographed.
Ooh, yeah.
Like especially in this episode where she was fighting, I think old boy's name is Balin. At one point, she like kicks off the wall and just slashes at him.
And I think that's Rosario too.
Yeah, I think, bro. I'm looking at the faces as much as I can. She looked like she doing a lot of this.
Yeah.
The one part where like they like clash with their lightsaber.
Oh yeah, yes.
And he just doubled down on her just by leaning. I was like, there's so much in this fight. Like, and the thing is, I don't know any of you. So quite literally, I don't know who I don't know if there was backstory on the Balin guy, or what has brought Ahsoka to this point, because they keep talking about how she's not the same. Apparently, her and Sabine are close, and they had a bit of a falling out. But I don't know that. But I can feel
this
it
is
through
so
the acting portrayal.
Wow. Yeah.
I can get all that. The Hera lady, I obviously don't know anything about her, but I can tell that she's kind of like the glue that's holding them together.
See, I love that you're picking up all
that's
of
what
this
side. This is so cool.
Yes. You don't have any prior information
the
about
little droid, that be popping trash.
Young?
I've heard that this droid is a murderer. No.
Oh, you talking about Chopper?
Your
yeah,
man.
Chopper. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's crazy.
He's probably one of the best droids, and he's funny.
Yes.
And I'm seeing that in the show.
Right.
He just, did you move my stuff? No, I didn't move your stuff. Why don't you check right here? Okay, I guess it was right here. I was like, yo, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, that was a previous episode, obviously, but like we're saying in this episode, I just think the acting is done so well. And what was his name? Ray
Stevenson, because we got to spotlight
Ray
him.
Stevenson.
For Balin,
Scene
right?
Stiller.
Oh, yeah.
He
be
is
smoking.
fantastic in this show.
Rest in peace to him. Because, like,
Rest in peace.
Away, bro.
yeah, he before the show came out.
Yeah.
I'm about
Because
to
see, I
cry
know
right
him
now.
as, I think it's Volstagg in Thor,
Yeah.
the dude with the beard.
Wow. I didn't, because I'm like, I've seen you before, but I didn't know what it was, yo. Damn.
He's
Rest in
so
peace, man.
good in this
So good.
show.
Wow, man.
And like like I said, Rosario's carrying the show very well.
Yes.
I think visually it's stunning. Like it's not like a situation where, and I don't want to throw shade, but obviously we know that like the MCU shows haven't looked the greatest. However, the Star Wars shows never look bad. You feel me?
Except Boba
like
Fett.
anybody can.
I have my little gripes with
He
that.
didn't see that.
I watched a half episode of that.
There we go. He was out of there. Yeah.
Well, hold up.
And them don't look the worst.
It
It's
sucks
just,
because there's
Yeah.
a few, like...
there's some
it's
parts
funny.
of it that's kind of fire.
It's
right.
funny because
Right,
the
right.
best
The whole
episodes of
show
Boba Fett
is the Mandalorian.
is the Mandalorian episode.
Which is
Like,
literally
you
just
actually
the
go watch that.
Mandalorian, the whole episode.
That's what I've been told. But no, I think this show is really good. I'm excited to see where they go, especially leaving off where this episode left off. The idea that they see so much potential in this next episode that they're like, we're putting this shit in theaters. So if you want to see it, that's crazy to me. So the Dave Filoni guy and Jon Favreau, they should just do Star Wars, bro.
Nah, bro. It's kind of right. It's kind of obvious now. It's like, why does everybody at home on their phones, who y'all really shouldn't even be listening to, it's all like, hey, yo, it's them, right? And I feel like they're in the office like, we have to figure this out.
Like, yo,
it's
you
like,
already
bro,
got him. He's
it's,
right there.
It's low-key with the MCU too. That's a whole nother topic. We're going to get into that. But like, but I know you still want to maybe get some stuff off on this, but it does connect because it's like, it's the same thing with the who did we say last week? That we
like the
wanted?
Daniels and
The Daniels or the Lord and Phil Miller.
Yeah.
It's just people are just like, hey, yo, they're like doing it already. Like, what are we? You know what I mean? Even if people don't want that take or not, I'm just saying like, it's just interesting
it's
that
even
they're
worse
not
for Star Wars
listening.
'cause he's in
That's
house.
what I'm saying. Like he's there. He's literally there. So it's just funny that they're not paying attention to people's thoughts on it. People love this the most. It's like kind of obvious right now.
Yeah.
You know?
But no, I think the show is fantastic so far. I'm excited to see where it goes. And if Dave Filoni sticks his little fingers into the Lando show that's supposed to be coming out and teaming up with Donald Glover and stuff,
I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I feel like his ass gonna stay away from that. Though. I feel like they're gonna be like, "Hey, do you want to work on the Lando? You said Lando? Is that the one that has to do with the house? It's okay. I got some stuff to do over here. I'm busy on Tuesday."
Question for y'all, real quick: with how the episode ended.
What's the question?
What's the question? So Ahsoka, right? We don't know if she's dead or not, but she went to the World Between Worlds. I don't know how much y'all know about the World Between Worlds because y'all didn't watch Rebels and
that recap gave me some
Gave you a little
stuff,
bit?
but I would you were the most knowledgeable here, but with all the stuff, so I think you should explain it.
Well, I mean, I'm not the authority, but the World Between
more
Worlds,
than anybody else here.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
the World Between Worlds, though, it's like a place that that appeared in Rebels, right? Where everything, like basically time and everything all happening at one time. And it's like some force thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
She actually, Ahsoka, crazy enough, she's died twice. That's the second way she came back, is through the World Between Worlds.
Okay.
Because Ezra saves her, he pulls her through the joint, because I read he was about to slice her down.
Say that again? She's dead?
Huh?
Look,
She died?
He don't know what's going on.
She died twice, actually.
Is this the second time?
This is the third time.
Third time.
Actually.
This is the third time.
No, how many times is she gonna be a Loki?
It's always cool ways though, because like the first
apparently
way,
people do enjoy the way it come back because that could get old. At least I feel that for some time.
Every time that happens, it's some crazy stuff that happens.
True, and also
with her.
The way they did that, I could be wrong. So you tell me. It's kind of a question.
Hold up, that shot was crazy. I don't know if y'all peeped that though. When they did the downward shot of the ocean, and it's just panning.
Bro, oh my God.
And then it shows her
like the space.
Yeah.
Yo, didn't Peter
crazy.
Ramsey do this episode?
Yes, shout out to.
There we go. I was like, bro, this joint is stupid. Like, that shot was insanity.
Stardust,
bro.
I was like,
wow.
That's nice.
I was tripped out for a second. I'm like, am I looking at her? What is going on? And I was like, oh, she's somewhere else. Okay. Like, it threw you off. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was super dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, your question about what is your question?
Oh, my question was like, how do y'all feel about the way that ended with get Anakin now kind of like, popping back up?
Straight up, just how do we feel at all?
Yeah, because like I don't like with y'all. I don't know. I mean, y'all not having that knowledge of what this
connection,
is, right? Like,
I do know how deep that is, though. I'm aware of. Again, I'm in the middle of y'all. Snow is straight up like baby style with it. Like, I don't know nothing. Y'all, people around me, y'all give me more information as I go. You are fully like, not like you know everything in the world, but you know a lot about it, and you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Me, I'm right in the middle. Like, I know some. And I know enough but I'm on the surface. I'm like, you know what I mean? Right. So I know what it's the world of worlds. World between worlds. World between worlds, sorry. I think the concept is cool. I like that video you sent me earlier because people are kind of confusing it with like a multiverse kind of thing.
Yeah.
And even though it's still it's still,
like, kinda,
let's be real though.
Really,
let's be real. It like kind of is, like, the way it's explained, but he word for word said, no, it isn't. Not so I get you. Yeah. But the concept, y'all know what I'm saying. It's like they damn near twin concepts though. So it still works that way. But maybe it isn't a multiverse, if that makes sense. Yeah. They're saying like everything is happening at one time in this world. But that means that everything, whatever that quote is, everything, that's like literally everything that's going on in all the galaxies and all the universes, right? That's why it's a multiverse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, because I've heard rumors, like My Time to Shine was saying something different. Or Toast. Somebody says, you saw it, right? Yeah. They were like, we'll say it and we'll see because I want to know how you feel.
Well, I mean, my Star Wars people, they kind of chimed in on that. Was like, yo, I don't know if you understand what that is.
There we go. Yeah, they got.
So shout out to my guy Jimmy, man, always supporting.
There we go.
He was like, yo, that's not what you think it is.
Say less. But I guess we'll also see though, right? Because it's not like we talking to Dave. Dave in that interview made me think that interview made me think that it debunked it. The multiverse idea. But then you tell me they got this in theaters next week, and I saw somebody got there, they were like, maybe it's not because this episode is amazing, even though it is. Maybe it's because they're about to like change Star Wars, like in a like they're about to make a big change.
He's doing that sometimes,
right? And he got the ball. He got the open court. He's Steph Curry. They let him just shoot them things. They let him cook. You know what I mean? And let him get them the volume up. So with it, because he don't need too much volume. He kind of going crazy off with a couple shots. You know what I mean? Right. So I just feel like if all of this, if there's about to be deep switches into like the lore, maybe even of Star Wars, I don't know if they not gonna multiverse it or look at something like somebody was like, do you think Anakin gonna be alive now? I'm like, what? Hold on. I don't know. They were like, he's gonna bring a new Anakin. I'm like, I don't think I have an opinion on it. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Right. Like, I'm lost. So, yeah, that's my answer to the question. Yeah, I'm confused is the answer to it. Snowden, what's your answer to the question? From your perspective?
It threw me off.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, it was like hello snipes or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he used to call her in
that.
Wars.
Right, that's like an Easter egg that we just missed because we didn't watch it. That was one of them like that was on your left. That's what that was.
It was one
literally.
Of those,
yeah. Because I heard some people heard that and they were like, "Oh my god!" And I didn't.
Once I heard that, I knew what it was. I knew what time it was.
Right,
I'm like, oh, he's here. Okay.
See, you knew. See, we didn't know. Me and Chanel was on there.
And I was like, "That's not right. This man can't be here.
That's not right.
Something's wrong." I've seen the movie, and like I know he's dead. So, and this takes place somewhere. So no.
It's after he died for sure.
And then I'm just sitting there looking. I'm like, wow, but the de-aging looks all right on the guy.
He did.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. Are you being for real right now? You don't think the de-aging looked good?
I mean, I'm not going to nitpick it. I'm not going to nitpick it because it wasn't horrible. But
nah, I'm sorry. That was slightly better than Luke. Luke still looked like a fake person.
Well, because he was a fake person.
Yeah.
You get my point though. He
like
looked good.
Compared to when you seen him in Obi-Wan.
This was so much better.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay.
And Obi-Wan, he still looked old.
True.
You know,
I think like the thing that you got to take it in. The way that they're in that weird bluish area, I think that also affected how his face looks.
We keep saying that every time that CGI is around darkness, when it's darker, it looks great. When there's light around, like it look a little weird. It looks fake a little bit.
I was like, wow, look at that. It's him. He's back.
Yes.
He's talking to her. And then the Vader theme started playing. I was like, oh, things are about to go bad real fast, aren't they? Shucks. But it's not like she's going to take him out of any choices that he's already made.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to happen. And now that you're talking about the multiverse thing, I sure hope they don't do that because, while it's great to pave a story for this character and anybody that's associated with this character, Anakin has already done what Anakin needs to do what Anakin does. Yes. You feel me?
Yes.
So unless he's about to give her like this heart-to-heart thing or something, I just think it's going to be another character. And I think it's gonna like play with her on a psychological tip, on some Spider-Man chameleon shit.
Nah, I see that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to eat at you from the inside, and I'm going to mess with you because you're very strong.
Exactly.
And it's not even like that. It's not like this is a secret. People in the show keep saying she's tough. There's a reason that like
she's one of them. Yeah, yeah.
She's a problem.
Yeah.
So we should probably get this one off the board. So like I We'll see.
Right. We'll see.
Okay.
That's cool.
Not for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too.
And it's going to be one of the longer episodes. It's supposed to be like 45.
40 something. It's like
closer to 50.
Might be, like 48 something. It was like around 50 minutes.
I'm like, all right, let's go.
I'm mad I got work on Tuesday. You better go see that, John.
I was
sold out.
Sold
you told
out,
me,
man.
damn.
I was going to pull
Is
up
it
to
sold
the
out?
theater to watch
Is it sold out where you at? Or you didn't care too much?
I haven't looked because I only watched it last night.
Right.
I only watched
True.
Night.
Gotcha.
So I don't know, but like my friends do like watch parties at their houses,
Right.
So I might just pull up at one of their cribs.
True.
Yeah.
Now that might be lit with mad people. Yeah.
Event
right.
this
It could be
time,
an event. They making it seem like it's one of them. So
yeah,
it's starting to feel like when how hype we were in Patro. At least we thought it popped up in WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
Remember how we all
Mephisto?
lost it? No.
Oh my god.
When her brother popped up.
Oh, Pietro. Oh,
yeah, like
Pedro. I'm like, hold up.
No, Pietro. I'm sorry.
That's right. But they actually about to nail it. I'm assuming this time. So what's up?
I see you. Snow saw that.
A little
You
shot?
spicy. You spicy.
They did nail
I
it.
think you did it by accident though. Oh, that was on purpose.
That was what everybody was upset about. One of the things. It's a great show. I'm just throwing it out there. Like we wanted something.
He said, "Yeah, but Star Wars going to do it the right way."
They might. It looked like it. We got little teas on it, so who knows? But we'll see. All right, man. Switching gears to Marvel. This is probably the last John. But this is a question that we talked about the last episode. Something I dropped. Little question that I had. Cesar wasn't really he wasn't really feeling that question. So I'm gonna rephrase.
No, we ain't even going. Nah. I don't even like you rephrase. Now you stand on that shit.
I'm gonna rephrase.
Nah, no, you not. No, you not.
I'm gonna rephrase.
Don't make me. You got buttons for ant. I'm about to ant you. Congratulations. Press something. No. How about that? The answer is no. This is what we gonna do. You're not gonna start that like that. The hell is wrong, man? So I wasn't upset at the question. No, he not gonna do that. I was upset that we gonna get to it. Trust me, here now. I was upset that we was in the middle talking about some other stuff, and he gonna throw in one of the most controversial questions of our time when it comes to this culture, right? Like he gonna throw one of the craziest hot takes that no one talks about. That's a big, how big it was. That's why you said
why
it.
I want to talk about
and then gonna tell me to shut up about it. He didn't say shut up. He was like, we're not gonna talk about this episode. I'm just gonna throw it out here anyway. I'm like, nah, bro. You just made me feel like I just got punched in the mouth and I can't even fight back. My arms is back. I'm like.
All right.
Let
me set it up. Let me set it up for the clip,
and
then we can just get into it.
Here we go.
The question was, now, this is my rephrase, and you can
like
throw
that.
whatever
Yeah,
you want to throw after that.
But
I gotta
Why you gotta rephrase it?
It's the setup for the social medias. All right, we gotta set it up.
Okay, you want to get it right? Okay, no respect. Okay, lock in.
So
yes,
everybody, a lot of people, let's say the consensus that Marvel is kind of tripping and skipping and they not really firing on all cylinders like they need to be, right?
That's the
so my question is, who is to blame for the state of the MCU currently?
The way that she worded that,
right? You like that?
It ain't as spicy. It ain't as spicy. I tell you that much.
Well,
because that ain't what he said.
The question was why Kevin Feige?
Yeah, there we go.
That's what the real question.
I say we should really get into it.
But I didn't want to just put a target on Kevin Feige because we love Kevin Feige.
We do,
right?
yes.
And I want Snow to be able to, if that's not who get the shots, then we don't even need to aim.
But
that
I like that.
But I want to throw
in the room though, because I feel like Snow ready for the fight. Like he probably. You can answer that version of it, can you? I feel like you'd have an opinion on it. Do you feel like he need to be the one to blame or no? Or does he just have to be part of the blame?
I feel like if we're looking at this as a pie, he definitely has a slice.
Okay.
He definitely has a slice. But I feel like there's other people to also put the blame on. And I think one of the main people to blame. Are we getting into the question now?
Oh, no, we here now. We here. We ready to go.
Question's there.
Kevin is certainly to blame for certain things. Kevin has had the keys to the kingdom of Marvel for the last X amount of years, and there was no one ever telling him no. And now that we're in a situation where people should have told him no, it's because there's too much happening. However, I also know that also falls on whoever was running Disney at the time, whether it was Chapek or Iger.
And it was Chapek, by the way.
They know what their cash cow was.
True.
They especially Chapek. He knew, he was the money guy. That's what everybody kept calling him. They called him Bob Paycheck. He knew Marvel was bringing in a lot of money, so he was like, assembly line, get it all out, do whatever it is that you want to do. And Kevin was like, okay, cool. I'm going to do this character. I'm going to do this. You're telling me that I got carte blanche right now. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So Kevin is to blame because he did not have restraint on himself like he did for the last X amount of years. Bob is the reason. Bob is a main blame because when they did the was it the Disney Plus earning call or something like that?
Yeah.
He kept talking about Marvel because he knew Marvel was the thing that was bringing in the money. It wasn't really Disney films anymore. They kept shoving Pixar on Disney Plus. Star Wars is wherever Star Wars correct. So they knew that Marvel was their cash cow at the time. So Chapek was like, pump it out as much as you want to on this thing. However, the biggest people that we need to look at when it comes to the blame of the current state of the MCU, it's fans. Because fans don't know how to let shit go.
Come on.
Because
if I have to hear it's the best movie since Endgame. Come on.
It's the best movie since Endgame. Stop comparing everything to Endgame. It's so crazy how we cannot move on from this one film. Meanwhile, no one ever says it's the best solo movie since Iron Man. It's the best solo movie since Winter Soldier.
Yes.
It's okay that Endgame exists, bro. It's great that it did. It was a moment in history that we all got to live through and we can look back on fond memories with. However, not everything has to be Endgame. Not everything is going to be on the same caliber as Endgame. Now, am I saying that means that quality should dip because it's not this big crossover event? No, not at all. Certain characters should not have projects. It's okay for other characters to pop up in other people's stuff. That's great. However, the fact that we can get great movies like Shang-Chi, and people like to shit on Shang-Chi for whatever reason. Like
you going crazy right now, yes.
We get fantastic movies like Black Panther, Wakanda
Come
Forever.
on,
I don't care what anybody says. It's a great film.
No.
Now, is it hard to watch because of the real life stuff? Yeah, but that does not deter from the great film that it is with the great villain that it has, the great story and the great arcs that the characters have to go through. It's great. But because it's not Endgame,
here we go.
We can't like it. You feel me? When it comes to the television shows, we had WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That little trilogy of TV shows
bangers
is probably the best that the TV shows have been.
Yeah.
Because it felt like they were actual events and they were movies that were just broken up into television series. Since then, I don't think there's been a TV show that has hit that same caliber. I don't know if it's visually or if it's storytelling or whatever it is. Moon Knight, I don't like. Miss Marvel, it started off good
close,
and then somewhere it trailed off.
Yeah.
She-Hulk could have just been in someone else's show, and that's fine. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve her spotlight. However, what I'm saying is you could tell that they were padding She-Hulk out as a TV show to stretch it to 9 episodes. What If does not need a season 2 and barely needed a season 1. And
you going so, bro? He's snapping right now.
What else is there?
You don't even got to go through them. We're gonna get sad. You don't even got to go through them. You already because we get you.
The fans are one of the biggest problems.
It might be the biggest, bro.
There's there's this running joke when it comes to, you guys know me, I'm a Spider-Man fan.
Right.
There's a running joke that no one hates Spider-Man as much as Spider-Man fans. Because as much as someone could put something new into Spider-Man, they're always going to compare it to something else that happened with Spider-Man. It's okay for the MCU to grow and become something different and take different alternate routes and stuff like that does not link up with the past stuff. Because realistically, we would have never got to Endgame if we did not go on different paths and all that stuff and introduce different characters and do different stuff. However, going back to Kevin, he has now introduced us to at least 20 new characters that we don't know when we're going to see.
And genres, too.
Genres, don't know when they're going to tie back in. We keep hearing all these rumors. We keep hearing this person's going to pop up in this. This is actually going to be a special presentation now. Kevin, I need you, and I'm not saying you have to be James Gunn, but I just need Kevin Feige to put out a statement that's like, listen, I hear you. We see these things. Here's what we're going to do. Just trust us. That's it. That's all he has to say.
You spit. That would help a lot. I feel like a lot of people would feel a little, all right, let him cook, you know?
Right. I don't need him to go on Twitter like James Gunn every 24 hours and debunking people and stuff like that.
Right.
That's fine. Let us run with our theories and stuff. That's what made the lead up to Endgame and Infinity War so fun, because we didn't know what was going to happen. We did not know who was going to make it out. We did not.
I think a part of that, bro, is that we got too used to that energy. It kept feeling so cool, like literally being so excited and not knowing, and then we got so much into it, and now it's like we need to know right now, and if we don't know, and if it's not great, like we need to feel like that. Like you go, it's right to the same thing you're saying. Yes.
There's no time for it to breathe.
Yes,
and I think the fandom is eating at itself. And because like you'll have people who are like, so perfect example. I have not liked anything MCU this year. I did not like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm not fond of Guardians 3. Secret Invasion is probably the worst thing that I watched all year. However, I have hope for the Marvels. Right. And people are like, that's crazy. The Marvels. How are you saying it's bad? And the movie,
you ain't even see it, bro. You ain't even see it.
Meanwhile, there's 3 projects that have already come out this year that I can tear apart. You want to tear apart the one that hasn't even come out yet?
Right, like look where we at, bro. Like what we doing? Yeah.
Correct. That's my only thing. So is Kevin Feige to blame? Yes, because he did not have control over himself, and he didn't have restraint with the projects in which he was putting out. And the quality of such is now biting him in the ass. JPEG is to blame because he sold Kevin a dream, and he said, you can do whatever you want. I don't care as long as it's bringing in Disney money. That's great. And the fans are to blame because the fans don't know how to let shit happen. That's it.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm not going to say nothing.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Bro, that was the last time. You want to go one more? That's it.
Nah, you ain't got nothing?
He just... He just Steph Curry did. All right, I like piggyback.
I'm not mad at it, but
okay. You want to debate, but you want some takes on? All right,
no. I don't really got no rebuttal for everything you said because you said it on the money.
Spit, and he did the whole, all of it. You know?
And we look back at like I want to say maybe I had to be like Multiverse of Madness time maybe, where it came out that it was like Kevin Feige is not involved with everything and. That's why it's a quality thing. So now we need to scale back so he can touch everything. And
that was Multiverse of Madness time.
Push things back and this and that and this and that. Yeah. My thing is the reason why we even thinking about this question, right, is that I feel like we at a point now where the L's are piling up. You feel what I'm saying? And it's something we talked about off the pod a lot of times. Like to the point where now
just as upset.
The casual fans is checking out. Like they're kind of like, oh, Marvel's.
Right. And when you mean casual, just to clarify,
people that's not in it because we're gonna see it regardless.
People that aren't,
we're gonna pull up.
You're talking about somebody that don't watch Marvel all the time. Yes, that's just gonna go to see a movie.
They might just see a trailer and think, oh, that looks cool. I'm gonna go see it.
It's a big movie. I'm gonna go.
Right. Like the people like us, that's like the Marvels drop, we going. You know what I mean? Like Loki 2 dropping, we watching. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like we're it's not even a conversation. We're pulling up, right?
Yes.
The reason why we even having this conversation though is because the casual fan checks out. We can't get that in-game number no more.
Right. You talking about that money?
You know what I mean? Like how long is it till we get to Secret Wars? It's a lot of time till we and even now because we got the strikes, everything's getting pushed back.
Right. True.
So it's like I don't know how many L's they can keep taking back to back before and now it's really a problem. I've been said it was an issue before, but like again, we Marvel gang, so like it's not as bad to me when we catch a L. Like, but like you got to be honest, to the casual person, that's a L. They look at Secret Invasion like, yo, what is this? You got all these great actors in there, and what is this? You know what I mean?
No,
like
seriously.
And I was trying to cut it some bail till we got to the finale. I'm like, all right, bro, what is this?
Because I still enjoyed myself, but it's not like it was good. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The
Like,
acting,
the acting
just
was really good, right? But
not me. Since episode 1, I said Garbaggio.
No, we didn't ask you right now. You did your time. Get out of here. Trying to rip up Daenerys and all that.
Nah,
Stop
but
it.
like I'm saying, like I just feel like the L's is piling up.
I get you.
To a point now, like we might be in a bad spot at a certain point, and it's like, all right, man, what we doing? You know what I mean? And I don't want it to get there. Because, you know, it's so much crazy stuff in store. We ain't even got to the A-Squad. Like, I would say this all the time. Fantastic Four, X-Men, like, that's the real.
Every time you say that now I'm thinking.
It might sound like shade now, because now
not even shade.
Avengers is the Avengers now.
I
But I'm
even
just
talk
saying,
about
like,
that.
we know that they was the ones putting the work in years ago. Like, we know who the realest is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we didn't get to them yet.
I feel like.
We're not even close to them
No,
yet.
I know. I feel like somewhere in you like, I'm nervous because y'all fucking up my mutants. like somewhere you like, yo, if we don't get to Wolfie, like
I am feeling that.
Yeah,
we gotta get to my guy. We gotta get to the squad.
He's like, y'all better stop
team.
messing up the bread because we need the highest. But he like, don't mess up my gang. Like I came here for this.
And y'all messing
I
up
respect
before
that.
we even
I
get
can't
to
be
that.
mad at that.
Y'all
I can't be
carrying
mad
off
at
the
that
roll
being
before we
recent.
even get to the
I
destination.
just need you to stop harping on Kevin. Kevin got a lot of
I'm
stress
just like,
right
bro.
now.
Another reason why I brought that up, bro, because Star Wars, right? Star Wars people, they shoot at Kathleen Kennedy. She's the one. She runs Lucasfilm, right? They shoot at her crazy all the time.
That is a good
like it's
comparison.
kind of wild.
They do.
Like
yeah.
she be getting all types of shots.
I will say, okay, see question. I don't want to cut you off. It's true.
Huh?
That is a zinger.
No, it's true. Right,
Yeah,
like
bro.
in comparison, right?
She's the
that
Feige
woman.
of Star Wars.
She
So
is,
like
she
she
is.
runs everything, right? So it's like she get every shot imaginable, bro.
You're just saying why
does
he
does he not?
Can I just
You know
put
what I
one
mean?
thing on top of what? Because Snow basically
Right, because hold up,
answered that, right?
I just want to throw one more thing out there because this is my question for Snow.
This
and
one,
then
no,
you can
Kevin,
jump in.
your beef is with him. I have nothing. I want you to know.
Because
nothing.
my thing is when everything goes right, praise Feige. Like, yo, Feige the one. He did it. It's crazy. Nobody done this before.
I can play devil's
And it's
advocate
all
against you, by the
correct.
way.
It's
That's
all
not always
correct.
true.
It's all-
That's not
Come on,
always
bro.
true.
Come on,
Nigga,
bro.
they talk
Why
about the
are we
Russo brothers,
talking
and they're
about-
not even good outside of the MCU. You want to get into
mean,
it?
you right. You
Okay,
right.
no, do you really want to get into it?
Let me finish, though.
No, oh, okay, that's what I thought. Let me finish, right? Okay, Kanye. Got it. Got it.
My question is, right? It's like, yo, I just never see no criticism ever though. It's like
Okay,
all these
that's
missteps,
true. That's true.
these missteps, these people getting hired from Rick and Morty. Like low key, Rick and Morty ruining the MCU.
No,
but that's
Loki, like in a weird way,
Low-key,
they are a
they
little
kinda,
bit, yeah.
right?
It's like he picked the wrong ones or something. I don't know.
yeah, right.
I don't know what he did.
And I don't even
know
want to
what
harp
it
on
is.
that, but it's just
not
like
about
it's
that,
a lot
right,
of choices
right.
and decisions that were
Choices,
made.
yeah.
Like we know Shapek and Iger probably pushing to make all these shows. I get it. It's what he's gonna do.
You
Hands
just
down,
like
back.
Kevin, why you picked the wrong boy? I hear you.
It's not even that though. It's just a lot of choices and stuff that was made, right? If Kathleen Kennedy made those choices, we throwing
All
rocks
right,
and,
you keep
and-
throwing the
and
Kathleen.
bricks
I'm
at her office.
gonna give an answer. I got an answer. That's easy.
And we know Feige the $1 billion man. Like he put the numbers on the board. We get it. Yes, Endgame, Infinity War.
What
Yes.
Caesar's about to say.
Do
I
you?
also have something to say about
Okay,
that.
I want to.
All right, I'm gonna back up because I said what I said.
because this is an easy one for me.
Yo, go ahead.
Yo, they mean as shit over there. Them Star Wars fans evil. Like I'm not even trying to. I ain't even trying to say it like that. We had a whole thing where Ewan McGregor was getting backlash for just sticking up for people going against racism. My man was literally like, bro. She's a cast member. She's black. She's great. Why y'all being racist? They said, why are you coming at us? We're here for you. Like, nah, bro. That's how they move different over there. We don't move like that. Not saying that there isn't Marvel people out there. There's some 80-year-old man. You know what I mean?
That's not my caps.
Come on. And we could do that all day. Them same people, the reason that Holly Bailey was getting all the, Haley was getting all that stuff for Little Mermaid, the same type of people. So I know that they're in these, I guess nerd cultures, I would say. I know that's in this world, but nah, they move a little different with Star Wars over there. And I'm just be honest. That is a woman. They weird. So I just think there's something against them with her. Do she make a lot of weird decisions and maybe worse decisions sometimes than Kevin? Hell yeah. I ain't gonna do that, but it's not all her. Just like you saying with Kevin. It's not all her. A bulk, sure. But she not write Boba Fett. So I ain't mad at Kathleen for making Boba Fett. You know what I'm saying? To an extent. I'm just so I just think they both should get kind of she should get less, he should get a little more. But the reason that she is getting it crazier, because y'all need to relax. That's why. That is why. At least that's my theory to it.
Yeah. Snow, what's up?
So to build off of that, one, I'll 2 points. So when you're saying like, oh, they kind of come at women a lot more at Star Wars and stuff like that because of how they like shit on Rey.
Yes, there we go. You're going right into it.
But Luke literally does the same exact stuff. But because it's a girl, it's a problem. However, MCU people are like that too.
Yes,
why is Captain Marvel the most powerful person? Why can She-Hulk control her anger, but Bruce can't?
Yep.
Miss Marvel, why you're woke, bro?
Yes.
So like this fandom is starting to slowly become Star Wars at the same time. However, what I will say about Kathleen Kennedy and why I personally give her so much shit, it's because, to use the phrase again, she was handed the keys to the kingdom. When Disney brought Star Wars, Lucas selected her and said, yeah, I trust her with this brand that I created and I sold to you. So if there's anyone that you need to go to that's not me, it's her. From Force Awakens all the way up, she doesn't let projects see themselves through. She'll hire somebody, they'll get into production, they'll get to a certain point, and then she'll cut them. And then she'll bring someone else in, and then now we got to do reshoots. So now the movie feels discombobulated. It feels discombobulated.
We getting into it right now. This is Marvel world. It's fine.
It feels discombobulated because two different mindsets were working on these films. That's why Solo does not feel like a good film, because it was Lord and Miller, and then it became
Ron Howard. Yes.
Ron Howard.
Yep.
Those two things do not mix.
You spitting right now. She do that all the time too. Like she done it several times.
She announced mad stuff that had to get canceled.
Yeah, that's true, man. You talking?
Colin Trevorrow, when it came to episode 9 that was supposed to be Colin Trevorrow? She fired him and then brought JJ back, even though JJ didn't have a plan from the beginning
at all.
So
right.
You specifically hired this man because you worked with him before, and he's your buddy, and he started off the trilogy, and then when the pieces need to be picked up for the next two movies, you went back to your buddy, and you were like, so what were you setting up? What were we doing? And he's like...
Right, like, I don't even know.
So then you hire Rian Johnson, who comes in and makes a pretty good goddamn Star Wars film, but people don't like it because it took a swing, and it's different. But because she didn't believe in it as well, it feels like it's disjointed for some reason. And then when you get to Rise of Skywalker, instead of just letting Colin Trevorrow do his movie, you gave it back to JJ. So I don't know why you did that. When it comes to Solo, as I've already mentioned, you chose Lord and Miller, coming off of the Jump Street movies, the Lego movies, the Cloudy with the Chance ball.
Cloudy with the Chance. Yep.
And they were starting to work on Spider-Verse, if I'm correct, or it came out in the same year. So they were dividing their attention on Star Wars and Spider-Man. You fired them because you did not like how the movie was going. Instead of figuring out what could have worked,
what was going on,
you fired them. Right. And they were 90% done with the film. 90% is nuts, bro. That means they only have maybe a week left. Maybe.
No, that's
and you
wild.
fired them and brought Ron Howard on. Ron Howard, who asked for him?
Right, like a whole different.
Rogue One, it was old boy. I can't think of his name. Gareth Edwards, right? Was it his movie originally, and then they gave it to somebody else? She has too many L's on her name. That's why I think people shit on her more than Kevin Feige.
Sure.
Kevin Feige had a streamlined plan of 10 years. And you can only say he maybe had a couple shaky moments.
Right.
Her, on the other hand, from 2015 up until now,
true. They've been saying they ain't like. So, there's been talks that we don't like this while there was good stuff since the first one.
Yeah,
like
since the first Disney.
Whether it's the movies or the TV shows or. And as someone who's, you guys know me, I'm into the Disney parks and stuff like that. Galaxy's Edge is not the banger that Disney expected it to be, and she had a hand in that.
Wow.
So
Damn.
I think it just comes down to the fact that when the creator chooses you to take on their legacy and do something with it, and then you constantly start fumbling over yourself before you even get out the gate, people hold you to a higher standard because they're like, no, we know what this franchise can be. We've seen it.
That's facts, though.
You're the
right,
problem.
like you
You're
knew here.
selecting
That's facts.
Correct. You're selecting and don't get me wrong, coming back to Kevin, coming back to the Rick and Morty stuff, you're the person selecting these people. You're the person putting them in charge of these projects. There's no reason certain people should be working on projects that are connected to other projects, but they haven't seen that project.
Yeah,
that way things don't
crazy.
line up.
Yeah.
It's nuts to me. There's no reason that Rick and Morty deal with the multiverse, so we should probably get those kind of writers. No. Get the people who seem like they're hungry for this job and seem like they care enough to help you craft this universe. Kathleen don't do that, and Kevin is starting to do that. So while you're right, Kevin should get more shit, because I didn't even think about it in the sense that he is the Marvel version of Kathleen Kennedy. But because he had such a good track record, people don't hit him as much.
We got to get, but honestly, that's another, because I don't want to go too long in this, but that is another side of it too, though. Like, he should get a little less.
True.
At least a little less than her.
I mean, he gave niggas 10 years straight of fire.
You brought up a great point, bro. They've been taking the L's. Even if it's a W for some, every joint is still an L until like Mandalorian. You know what I'm talking about, where the bulk, like more than 50%. Like,
even that's starting to fall
and it's still starting to fall. So I'm just like, bro, and honestly, that got to do with Favreau and them. It ain't like she made, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing in comparison is, it honestly gives me a little more faith, this concept. You saying we might lose the money. Look at Star Wars. They making bread, and them Jones is booty sometimes.
Facts.
So we might be okay.
Only reason I was saying, like, all right, yo, the Jones is piling up.
Right.
Is because not only have we been taking L's this year, correct? There's some things in the chamber that I don't think they confident in.
Right.
Like, we can echo all in one shot. I don't think that's how that was supposed to drop.
It's weird.
They don't even got a date. I'm excited for Ironheart.
I hear you,
but
they don't got it.
I mean, I want to see Agatha, but we see what's going. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we see what's going on.
I hear you.
So
I just feel like we're this is.
And it's like, bro, how many projects is that?
We're new to L's.
True.
That's all.
How many projects is that till we get Daredevil, which everybody seems to want? How many projects is that till we get Deadpool, which everybody seems to want? We got to wait through a lot to get to those.
That's facts. What you want them to do?
Hey, man, maybe you got to cancel some of that stuff. But maybe you got to take a lesson.
So you telling us they got to do a Batgirl right now? That's what you really saying?
Hey, man.
That didn't turn out good for them.
It did.
For DC.
It did.
Not saying we DC. It won't be the same. But I don't think you canceling, especially a young, new. It's
I didn't say wish to cancel.
Okay,
I'm throwing out the possibility.
Right. I don't even want to go there. I didn't get into the politics of it. Right. You hear what I'm saying, though, right? Like, it can get a little crazy. Like, I don't know.
They could realistically cancel stuff that has been announced but hasn't even started shooting yet.
I'm sure they probably did.
That is what's happening.
Because it's like,
I don't know about Wonder Man.
As much as
I
as much as I like Yahya Abdul-Mateen, and I think he can,
and
really
he can be Wonder Man,
crazy,
maybe. Yeah, but we don't need a whole.
Why do we get a Wonder Man show?
We don't need a show. We don't need a show. He can pop up somewhere. It's cool. Like, I don't think we're gonna hate him.
And if people like him, then give him something.
Keep him, right.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel, real quick. I was listening. It was some podcast, and they were talking about the way older TV shows would work on network television, and how it used to have to be a pilot for you to get a greenlit for a whole show.
Touche.
We need to bring that back.
You don't think they still? I think they still don't work that way,
bro. When they say they doing Wonder Man,
always work.
When they say they doing Wonder Man, we doing Wonder Man. When they say we doing Echo or we doing Ironheart, we doing Echo and
I actually
Ironheart.
get what you're saying.
There was never no
Marvel doesn't work that way.
Right.
Some networks still work.
Yeah,
that
but
way.
like again, but Disney Plus ain't no network.
Right.
It's a streaming. But none of the streaming services do
that.
They
just hand
if they
people,
like something, they just going. All right, we gonna run the whole season.
Right.
We need to come back to that. Maybe tease some of these people before we get shows, so you can see what the reaction is. Like, I know we like Agatha, but
we need a show, bro.
Did we?
I don't need a show for it.
No one did, bro. I remember Catherine Hahn, right? That's the player, and she smoked, right? She know. I remember she got interviewed when they announced that, or there was rumors that there was an act of the show. She was like, "Really? I didn't expect them to even." She like. I didn't think we even get a season 2 of Wanda. They're like, oh, they're not. She's like, I'm getting my own show. Like, she just looks so thrown off by it because she might have heard the rumors, but she might not be confirmed that she allowed to even talk about. So it was just interesting to be like, you could tell she was surprised.
Right.
that she got one. Not that it still wouldn't be good. It's just like we don't need all this. They said it was 18 projects,
and it's not like, and I don't want
Captain
it to
America.
Seem,
That's crazy.
I don't want
bro.
it. Yeah, that's exactly where I was
18
going.
projects.
That's exactly where I was going.
Nah, dog,
bro.
And it can't be 18. You know you can count them.
People
as really
don't love
18.
Shang-Chi like they should.
I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like that's racist, but that's another thing. We'll do that.
The people
day.
don't love Shang-Chi like they should.
Because Shang-Chi,
and
bro, Shang-Chi was great. Shang-Chi.
Why
bro,
we ain't seen
we're
him
not
since?
even gonna do that. We're not even going.
Why we ain't seen Cap yet? Again, I know he getting his movie and we waiting for that. Yeah, sure. But why we ain't seen him though? We ain't even seen no post-credit scene.
Because Shea-Pac messed us
No
up.
collab.
Shea-Pac messed us up.
Like, come on, bro.
Kevin, I never did. Kevin, I never did.
You can't put it. You can't put it all on Chapek because Kevin is the guy at the end of.
I will say this though. I was letting it slide, but I did hear for a long time that it wasn't exactly the way that you said it. They did give him the range of doing, like go make a bunch of shows. But I was told that there was like a quota situation, like he had to make these shows while they were already working on whatever they were working with because Disney Plus was coming out. Do you feel like that changes it a bit, or no? You still gonna give the coach it's on the coach still, as in Kevin.
Be everybody.
I feel that.
It's gotta be everybody.
Feel that.
Because Kevin could have just said,
Focus.
We only really do like 3 projects a year. We do one in the winter, we do one in the summer, and we do one in the fall. If you want me to start pumping out more, it's going to damage our brand.
I heard rumors it was, but to be honest, bro, Chapek didn't care about a lot of stuff. That's why he got fired so quick. So there's a chance out there that Kevin was like, Brody, you gonna mess us and your bread up. And he was just like, go make a show. You know?
Yeah.
There's a chance. That's all.
Right. But like going back to I think we all agree that not everybody needs a project.
Right, that's true.
We all agree with that.
Yeah.
Two of the most glaring examples of you don't need your own project because you can't carry this, or we're just not that interested in you by yourself. And I hate to say it, is Ant-Man and Captain Marvel. Ant-Man, when he's with other people,
fire,
fantastic. Civil War, Endgame.
It's also because it's goddamn Paul Rudd. Like, I think that's actually a part of it.
Sure.
And I like Ant-Man.
I do too.
One of the best movies in MCU.
But again,
his second 2 films, garbage though. They're bad. And then Captain Marvel, she came on a little strong. However, I like her in Endgame. Don't get me wrong, like she's barely in it, which is kind of rude to say.
But she's effective though.
Like,
she's
yeah. And I got something for me. I'm like,
I like her.
I like Captain Marvel.
People did think the movie it was boring, unfortunately though. So there's things. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then there's other things that Kevin had control of. There's no reason Eternal should have been a movie and not a series. You feel me? Like that's just at the table. Yeah. We're gonna introduce like 9 different characters.
But that shows actually
people
might
don't
have
like
been
it
cool
though. But again, then it's like that joint would have needed the same budget and 9 at least 8 episodes. Not this
plus
6.
The cast.
Not the 6.
That
Jolie cast, bro. You talking about just Angelina Jolie? Let's Salma Hayek, right? Like Harry Styles is a cameo in here. Like there's money. There's money being involved in this. Paperboy ain't cheap now. He's getting busy right now. You know what I mean?
It comes down to restraint. You don't need all these people then. You don't need all of them.
But then I feel like you take away some of them. I ain't even gonna lie, the actor and me, part of that was the reason I went to see that damn movie. It ain't even have nothing to do with the trailer. Part of it for me was just like you got the 2 Starks back. You got the Starks. You got you know what I'm saying? So
me, if you did not know they were in the movie. So I'm talking about conversations that Kevin was having with his producers.
Now I get what you're saying. Right.
If he had those conversations like, wow, this is a lot of people we're throwing at them. Why don't we choose like 3, and then we base it off of that. The 3 people that we can say care the most or we can gravitate to the most, and we make it about that. Instead of 12 different people, plus the villain that they have to fight, plus the war that they've been doing, plus the Celestials. There's so much that happens in Eternals. Plus Dane Whitman or Whiteman, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't seen since.
Here's the little Blade cameo. You know what I mean?
We ain't even see him in that.
Stop. Why you look so upset? Stop it. I'm just
saying. This is reflecting. I'm reflecting right now. We talking about some stuff and let's get into it. But I don't want to OD.
Right? Yeah, we can't harp on it. Because also, I'm trying to get into Marvel.
No, y'all ain't gonna mess me up. But yeah, we just wanted to bring that question up. If y'all here, drop the comments and jump in the comments. Let us know what y'all think about this because I feel like this is a conversation that's not being.
Yeah, yell at them. Don't yell it.
Jump in the comments and let us know what y'all feel. For real. And on that note, we want to thank Snow. for pulling up on us, because we ain't had Snow on here in a minute, and I'm glad we got him back for this topic in particular. But just to come on and give his thoughts and opinions, because we love Snow's thoughts and opinions.
Yes.
On this
Listen,
show.
I appreciate y'all having me. As soon as you hit me up yesterday, you were like, "Hey, we got a spot." I said, "I'll take it." On there,
sure, bro.
You know me. It ain't
Anytime,
nothing for me
Brody.
to jump on the pod with the boys.
For
sure, bro.
Talking nonsense.
I don't know if you want
appreciate
to.
y'all having
Of
me.
course, bro. Of course.
Mutual,
I don't know if you want to plug anything you got coming,
Please
anything,
do.
social media, anything you want to talk about to people.
All right. So, as a musician, hopefully, I'm starting to work on my third album soon. So that'll be out on all your favorite streaming services. So I'll as soon as there's information, I will give y'all information. Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood over on TikTok. I kind of want to jump on the trend where they do like the little roll for sandwich, roll for pizza, all that stuff. But I want to do it for like Imagineering, like at Disney, like thinking of new rides and different attractions or character meet and greets and stuff like that. And I want to break that down by park and give each one of them a different spotlight. So I already have like the dice. I already have the tower. So just know that there's new stuff coming there. Also idea pitches for like movies or stuff. I took a pause on that because we're here during the strike and I don't want to be one of those guys, but just know there's stuff in the chamber. The YouTube is Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood. Give me a little bit. I'm still trying to reconstruct that and figure out exactly how to mold that into with the TikTok stuff. But follow me on Instagram for any updates, which is just, I'm pretty sure it's just Music by Snowden. Everything that you need to know is there. And that's where I'm usually most active. So please, if you want to follow and do all that stuff, feel free.
Yes. And before we get out of here, man, again, thank you, Snow.
Yes.
Before we get out of here, we do have a new single out right now, 7 Minutes LA, Forever. It's called Is It Real? It's on all streaming platforms right now. The song is going to play in the outro.
They should have put it in secret version, but oh well.
Yeah, that would have been smart, right? But yeah, Is It Real's out right now. Please check that joint out. So Forever and 7 Minutes LA. We got a lot more coming this year.
Yep.
Check that out. And again, shout out to the spot. Shout out Maddie Moonshine. If you need beats and you need recording, you come to the spot and you get that done. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And again, shout out to Agents of Fandom.
Yes.
That's the gang. That's the home team.
Always.
You know you got to check out agentsofandom.com when you want your fix and your news on movies and anime and manga and comic books and cons and everything, yo.
Combination.
Everything. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to every single person that's going crazy on Agents of Fandom. Check out the podcast, which is Agents of Fandom Podcast.
Fandom Academy.
Yes. Tickets to Reality. And us.
Episode 40.
We're out of here. Peace.
Deuces. Kevin, yell at him.
I don't know what is right.